Gold event is here! Gold hunt! Is it worth it? We are going to find out. What is the answer? I don't want to waste your time. I don't think it is worth it, but we are going to review it today. I think I'm also going to review the battleship that is coming. Anyways, let's go very quickly into this event over here. You have a tier 2 frigate. You have a Missouri that you can get. You have a Rocks CBX that you can attain. Bulava. And in addition to that, of course, you can decide to switch. What do you want to attain? As you can see, most of the items over here are attainable with gold. Here are a couple of camouflages that you can see. For example, this one over here. You can have it different colors: gray, neon. Let's go with the green one. So I mean, camouflage wise, I guess you can get very solid colors. I mean, if that's what you are seeking over here, I guess this is the one that looks maybe the best out of all this. You can update what rewards you want to get if you spend 500 gold, and if you go all the way to the end, as you progress, you can get different things, like for example more gold or art coins, 25. These stickers, you can also get this grenade launcher that fires automatically. No, I mean it targets automatically, and it can target planes. And finally, you can get this one over here, the HMS Type 83. It has been enhanced with 83 knots. Like now, it has 3 grenade launchers, 3 missiles, 2 torpedoes. It has a total of 6 air defenses, which looks fairly high. 1 is set. But what's my thought about this? Okay, so first of all, let's look at the MHS 83. I do not have it, so if we go to the ship shop, we look for destroyers tier 3, we are going to see that it is over here. It's a market item. Okay, so this market item, it is right now for around 500 art coins if you decide to get it. Otherwise, you can bid for around 350 art coins. That's what we are talking about over here. What is my thought process about it? Why I don't think it's worth it? It's very simple, as you can see. I did 2 spins, and now every spin is costing 700 gold. In order to get that ship, you need to get 270 spins. Imagine if you do 100 spins, it's going to cost you 70,000 gold. Even I don't have that amount of gold over here. So it is insane. It is not worth it, in my opinion. You can get all these ships. I mean, most of you, if you did things right, you already got a lot of these ships from the gold event that came about, where the prices of the ships were half. I don't think that the camouflage is something that you necessarily need to like seek. I'm going to do one small spin just to show you how the price even increases as you progress. It's not even what I said before, it's even worse. So unless you really want the camouflage, I don't recommend you to spend gold on this. Unless you really into it, I do not recommend it. You cannot get the ship this way. I recommend you to do the art coins. Okay, moving on. We are going to review the battleship that is going to come. First of all, as reference, let's keep this in mind. The most powerful battleship at the moment, it's Alsace with its cannon that is 380 millimeters. Let's keep that in mind. 380 millimeters. Okay, so if we keep that number and we go to announcements over here, yep, we go to the current announcement. Let me see over here. No, it is not going to be found over here, sadly. I'll have to do the review of that battleship in the next video. No, just give me a second, I'll come back and I will put the website over here so we can discuss it further. Okay, we are back. We have, first of all, the HMS Hood. Pretty much is a battleship from the UK, from England, capable of countering any threats. We are going to see what's the armament. It looks very nice. It may have say so myself. It has missile battery that you can replace with anything that you want. Cannon, you are going to notice that it's the same one as Alsace, 380. So we are expecting the same amount of damage, but we don't know how long it's going to take to reload on that. You have another cannons, a total of 8. Actually, seems like a very high amount of cannons over here. 3 grenade launchers. You can put anything that you want. A total of 3. So overall, I get the feeling that you have more armament. 8 cannons, 3 grenade launchers. Well, helicopter you get 1 as usual. Auto cannons. And you have a total of, let me see, 2, 4, 7, 8 air defenses. Not too bad. I mean, it's standard, but it's not like great like a Nutanza or Musashi Aegis. But it can defend itself against other things. So we have exclusive armament. Over here they mention about the heavy gun, right? High accurate, long ranges. So this is supposed to be a battleship that you use in long range. So potentially the reload is going to take long. Let's look at the other cannon, right? It can target any type of surface and air target, so it can also target the planes at medium range. If it can target planes, that means that this cannon, which was 8, is something that you can. It will automatically target planes and ships. That's how it feels like. So that itself is telling me that this battleship is more for people that don't. I mean, you know how to aim, but if you have a cannon that is going to aim for you, most likely you're going to use it at close range, which can be good and bad at the same time. Meaning, if it's an auto cannon, no, sorry, a cannon that automatically aims for you, the damage is going to be low. Dragonfire is a laser missile. I think that's good. And you have the Kamen BH. So let me see, it's an air defense system, but upgraded electronics, and so back and so forth. You have the nice flag of the UK over here, and again they are making it tricky for me because yes, the UK, right? Anyways, you have the background of here. If you want to go through it, this ship was sunk once, so this is an updated version of that. So yeah, I think that we have to see what this ship has in reserve for us. It seems that it's going to be fast. It seems that you will be able to maneuver as expected because it is a ship with secondary cannons that it can fire by itself. Sorry, that it will aim for you. So will it be worth it? We are going to see. I mean, those cannons that aim for you reduce, from my perspective, the amount of damage that you can, but it's going to be more consistent for people that would like to have a cannon that fires for you. I guess that reduces the amount of time that you require to aim, and maybe that can be some type of positive because you only have to focus on the main cannon, and if you focus only on the main cannon, that means you're going to be able to fire or to land those shots more consistently. So it's a trade-off. Less energy on secondary, less damage, sorry, on the secondary cannons in order to make sure that you're able to focus all your energy on the main ones. I think that's what they are going for. So yeah, interesting. We're going to see how it looks like. Let's go with the second. This is going to be a bundle. I assume it's going to be for £30. So now we have to see the gacha ship. I will be right. Okay, second is going to be a Russian ship, the Admiral CHABANENKO, which is going to come soon. Project 115 is meant to be fast. modernized version. Of course, they mentioned it has an upgrade because it was meant to be an old ship that is modern. It looks dope. If you ask me myself, usually Russian Russian ships they always look nice, especially with the grenade launchers that are over there. They always look nice. Armament has 3 missiles, which is fairly high. I mean, it's a good amount of missiles. Only on one slot. You have another missile battery that is supposed to fire and travel fast, reload quick. So I mean that's its main purpose to penetrate defenses. That's what they're saying. You have one cannon that you can customize. What's the beauty of this destroyer is it has 4 grenade launchers, so that's the main thing. You have good grenade launchers, and you will put that on this thing. You have 4 of them, so you could say an Aquatail on a destroyer, but with more armament. You can switch the helicopter, and the most important thing, usually destroyers come with 5 or 6 air defenses. This thing has 7 air defenses, so that is actually fairly impressive because not only you have a good amount of grenade launchers, you also are able to defend your team even just a little bit better than any other destroyer over here. So well, we are going to see how it's going to perform. I think it looks fantastic and way better than the other ship that we just got recently regarding air defenses. But of course, it's going to be a gacha ship. We still need to see what is going to bring with it. So yeah, I mean overall, I think it looks fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the description the news so that way you are able to read this as well at your own time. Let's go back to the app. Lovely. Okay, so what are my thoughts about this? I think that the battleship, I mean, is intriguing to some extent. We have to see how much damage you can do with the main cannon and what's going to be the reload time, but I think they're going with something that you are supposed to get slightly close, and you are going to focus on using your cannons. We have to see what is the reload time of these cannons. They're trying to say that you will be able to protect your team with those cannons taking out planes, but at the same time you will be more vulnerable to anti-ballistic missiles, let's put it this way. So that is the trade-off. Me in particular, I think that when you go unranked, let's put the battleships at the moment, when you go unranked, you tend to see more people using anti-ballistic missiles, and that's when, for example, for me in particular, a Musashi Aegis and a Lufthansa can be very very good because the air defenses are pretty high and you are able to defend your team slightly better. Alsace, these defenses, the air defenses are good, but not to the extent of defend you fully, in contrast to anti-ballistic missiles. So the new ship has to compete with an Alsace. It's like an Alsace, but obviously we will have to see how much damage you can do with those cannons, because right now here you have four grenade launchers in total, whereas the other one is presenting a total of 8 cannons, and you have missiles as well. So on paper it feels that you have more armament on the new battleship. This one is, let me see, this one's French. Also you have the situation that the battleship is coming from the UK, so that's again, it should not be a thing, but yeah, for me, I don't know, we'll have to see. So yeah, I am intrigued at the moment. I am really curious of what the gacha is going to bring, if that's going to be worth pursuing, because yes, again, you have a Russian destroyer. However, again, it depends on your playstyle as well. If you are a person that prefers grenade launchers, by all means, that is going to be the main ship for you. But if you prefer cannons, For example, let's go over here. If you prefer cannons like any other type of ship, for example, Zumwalt, something that has two cannons, actually is something that you may enjoy the most. Here you have 3 grenade launchers, but what you are bringing with that, in addition to the 4 grenade launchers, is again that you have more air defenses. Usually on a destroyer you do not have that amount of good air defenses. One of the highest ones that I try to use is, let me see, this one over here, 5. So yeah, that's its main advantage, I guess, just to protect your team more against planes, but that's going to come with a price tag. So anyways, that is it for me for the time being. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Just just to note, Paladin has the same amount of air defenses of the new gacha ship, but of course you have less grenade launchers over here, but you have a cannon here, so Paladin is something to compare in the future to the new gacha ship. Anyways, that's it for me. We'll have to see what happens when these ships come up. I'm going to continue with my tutorial series. Maybe I'm gonna check the one that is 1 versus 1. What are my thought process when you're fighting a carrier 1 by 1. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. This is Foxhound. Have a good day, everyone.